All right, guys, back with another update video. Going to our 6th drift event, and not a lot of changes on the car. I had to add a fire extinguisher to the back seat, somewhere I could reach it. You know, it's a new rule up there at Spirit, so we got that thing done. The only maintenance I've done to it is the hydro came loose somehow, so I didn't even realize I was putting the fire extinguisher in it. My buddy was sitting in the seat pulling on the hydro, and was like, feels good. And I was looking at it like, it's moving a lot, so we had to take that apart, and I just locked out the well, it's no big deal, just got that done. The only other thing that's like major is the transmission was kind of getting a little slippy in my Dodge, so we ended up doing a 6-speed swap. I'll insert some pictures here. Bought a wreck truck, pulled everything out, and standard shenanigans, you know, I'm not a real mechanic, so ended up having to pull the tranny like 3 times. A nice newer clutch from another truck that was a dual disc. The dual disc that came out of it was a South Bend. It was kind of roached a little, like the flywheel was just kind of roached, and then the middle disc was broken. So my buddy gave me a clutch out of a G56 truck, and I didn't realize it was, like, he told me, but I didn't listen to him because, you know, I'm an idiot. So I put the G56 flywheel and clutch in for and this is the NV5600, and just so you know, it doesn't work at all. We put it in there, it wouldn't get out of gear. It was stuck in gear. So when we took it back apart, my buddy Thomas noticed that the clutch fingers were more flat on that one and more protruding on my clutch. So we threw my clutch on there with that flywheel and threw it back in, and it wouldn't go into gear, and ended up chewing up the housing of the transmission just a tad. So I cleaned that up with the old little buzz wheel. Freaking, yeah, we got her all dialed in now. You know, got the driveline made, everything. Still needs a couple of things to be finished up, but she's roadworthy, so we ain't worried about it. Oh, also installed a new turbo on the truck, just because the truck I bought that was wrecked had a Fleece 63 mil turbo on it, and so I was like, screw it. So I threw her on there. She's a little more rowdy, you know. We need a better tuner to get her turned up all the way. The Hypertech won't, I guess it's pull and boost, so it kind of limits it to about 21 pounds, and I want like 25, 28, you know. And then maybe when we head stud it, we'll push 35 PSI. But that'll probably be never. Or when it blows the head gasket, or blows an engine. Whatever, you know, whatever's next. Need to do steering on it, because it drives like shit still. Yeah, a couple wheel bearings, but you know, whatever. She's doing mint. Wash it up. Ooh, let me zoom out. Zoom out. I zoomed out 0.5. Painted the fenders. We had a casualty while painting the fenders. Sorry, bud. Got some new wheels. Yeah, I mean, oh, I checked that out. Let me zoom in here. Oh yeah, redid the center console. I'll insert a picture here what it looked like. She was roached. But yeah, basically we're gonna get some more GoPro footage. I'm gonna do a lot better job this time of actually filming drifting. Got a couple people going, a couple of my buddies. Matt's got a new car. He had the Tacoma. He now has a 330 BMW. Hate him a lot. Definitely envious. Would love the 3-liter power. He let me drive it. But, you know, you have yours truly to thank for him getting that car, because I let him drive this car last event and he killed it and couldn't stop thinking about it apparently. So nice. Other than that, yeah, he's gonna shred. Might rain tomorrow. I'm running 245s in the back, so we'll just air them down, send it, and then yeah, other than that, good to go. Yeah, I fucking go through that and it was just like, whee! I was like, oh shit.
He was out there in left field, fucking.
Yeah, he was all gripped up. I knew he was gonna spin when he went inside, that's why I drove around him. Woo!
That was some pretty hot laps. Now we got our lights on. Checked engine light.
Oh,
Brake
yeah.
light.
We have that
light.
We have that on them big jobs. All right, here we go. Another day in the books. It was a good day. A lot of driving with the homies. It is the next day, obviously. Basically, there's a lot going on. Once you get back from the event, unloading the car, unloading the truck, unloading all the tires and everything. So, but the car ran good. You know, it needs power. Same thing I've complained about the whole time I've had it. Alright, got some coffee. You know, heading to work. Friggin' tired. Stayed up pretty late doing stuff. Anyways, good time with the boys. Matt's first time out with his new car. Absolutely shredded. This car's a unit. I can't wait to see what he does with that thing. Just a few simple mods, you know. I think once he gets a handbrake set up in there, nice little seat, a couple other things, I think that thing's gonna be dialed, absolutely dialed. Kyler's shredding, dude. I think he's doing so good because he doesn't care about that car at all, so he's just hucking the heck out of it. He did a couple wall taps, pretty epic. Thomas is killing it, big time. Needs more power. Bad. I feel bad for him. Love you, Tom. Other than that, I think we got my brother addicted. He's got a car. We got to put it together. Help put it together. Needs all the drift shenanigan stuff. Well, the diff, seat, hydro. You know, the whole deal. But just to get him out there, he needs suspension and well, the diff, and we'll make him send it, you know. I'm sure we won't have to make him, but my dad was out there, had a couple clips with him. Happy Father's Day, Dad. He was pretty nervous. We were pulling up to the line and cars are going by, and he's like, what did I sign myself up for, man? He had a good time. You know, Kyler brought his whole family out. It sounded like they had a good time. I gave his aunt a ride, his grandpa, and you know, our friend Tabitha. Man, I gave a lot of rides. I can't even remember them all. But yeah, it's always fun giving people their first ride-alongs. Oh, get in here. And they don't know what to expect. You know, it's pretty fun. You know, and you know, I'd like to cage the car eventually. This thing's bouncing all over a bit. I'd like to cage the car eventually. This road sucks. I'm trying to fucking film a video here, dude. Jammin Christmas. I'm gonna edit this out. Probably. other than that, I mean, good day. Car didn't break at all. Kyler had a ground issue on his fuel pump. Took him a little bit to figure out, but we got that thing sorted out. Freaking, my car's running like an inch until out. I should dial it back, but you know, it drives good. I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna send it. So we just sent it all day. My trailer brakes didn't work, which is why I'm driving the truck today. I'm taking it to work. I'm gonna try to fix the brakes. I think I got grease on the magnets and it won't work with grease on the magnets. So yeah. Other than that, pretty successful day. Probably be a while before we hit another event. You know, I got a kid on the way and everything, so but yeah, I'd love to turbo that thing and get just I'd love to get like another Hunter wheel. I feel like would just be fucking amazing. Oh, this intersection sucks. But yeah, I can't wait to jam with the boys again. That was super fun. You know, didn't crash. Tom hit Kyler. Kyler spun. Nowhere to go. It happens. It happens, especially on that slick part of the track where they hit. You know. But what do you do? Part of drifting. You know, I try to give space here and there. I also try to push my limits. Try to push, get close. The GoPro doesn't do justice. Looks like you're far away, but you know, I'm really close. I feel like I'm really close. But yeah, other than that, I'm just excited to drive again. I'm excited to build the car a little bit more. I love seeing some cage work, and I took some pictures of a E36 that's caged. It looks really good. Really inspired me to want to cage my car. You know, I really want it to be safer. Especially with just the more events I do with tandeming, the more ballsy I get, and the more, you know, you really try to huck it. And so, you know, when you're coming down the straight, just wide open, and then sending it into the car in front of you, you know, stuff can happen. And I could run into the wall, I could run into someone else, and so it'd be nice to just have the thing a little bit safer. So I like to do that, and I'd like to have more power. So hopefully, I know I say this in all the videos, but hopefully one of those things, if not both, get done before the next event. So, fingers crossed to future Justin, make it happen, you loser. Other than that, tow rig's great, runs good. Never have a problem with this crazy thing. Even though Dodge's, you know, the engine just works so good. I just jinxed it. Whoops. But anyways, hopefully we can get the trailer brakes working today, because that'd be sick. It isn't necessary all the time, but when you jam the brakes, because everyone has to rubberneck on the freeway, you crash in, you know, because they crash into each other. You really want those brakes for stopping, obviously, because there's, you know, not a lot of weight back there, but there's enough to push you if you're jamming the brakes. And you know, I got my pregnant wife in the truck, so probably, you know, with the kid on the way, probably be a good idea to get the brakes to work. So sorry the video's crooked. It's the only way it'll stay without holding it. But yeah, until next time, see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and hit that like and subscribe button if you're new here. Thanks.